Hello, and welcome to Geography Question of the Day's Places to Visit. In this episode, it's Big Bend National Park. Big Bend National Park is located in southwestern Texas along the Mexican border. It is located 305 miles from El Paso, 371 miles from San Antonio, 563 miles from Houston, and 533 miles from Dallas. Big Bend became a national park on June 6, 1944, under President Franklin D. Roosevelt, making it the 26th national park in the U.S. Big Bend was created to help preserve the Chihuahuan Desert, as well as turning people's attention from World War II, which was currently raging in Europe and other parts of the world. There are 75 species of mammals at Big Bend. They include whitetail and mule deer, coyote, mountain lions, black bears, and 20 species of bats. There are about 450 species of birds, including the Mexican mallard, Lucifer hummingbird, Mexican jay, and Colima warbler. There are also 56 reptile species, 11 amphibian species, and 40 fish species. There are over 1,000 plant species at Big Bend National Park. This is a very surprising variety of plants considering the deserty landscape of the park and the little rain that they get. On screen are 25 of the minerals that can be found at Big Bend. At Big Bend, spring is the most pleasant season. Summers can be unbearably hot and usually reach temperatures of over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. May through September are the rainy seasons, often resulting in the Rio Grande flooding. Big Bend had 317,000 visitors at the last annual report in 2014 and made $29 million. Some of the ways that Big Bend has changed over the years include: in the late 1800s and early 1900s, there were a few disputes between the U.S. and Mexico, resulting in a lot of battles. One battle took place in Glen Springs, which is now one of the most popular parts of the park. In its first year, Big Bend received just 1,400 visitors, and now it receives over 300,000 visitors a year. With the funding received from visitors, the plant life and animal life has flourished and is much, much more beautiful. Humans visiting Big Bend has mostly influenced it in a good way. The funding that the park has received has helped preserve the animals and plants. There are, however, some people who throw rocks at animals, use spray paint on the rocks, among other things. Due to the money that has been raised for it, plants are as beautiful as ever and animal life is flourishing. Popular activities at the park include hiking, biking, horseback riding, and river rafting. Big Bend also has vehicle tours and air tours. The highest point of Big Bend is Emery Peak at a height of 7,825 feet above sea level. The lowest point of Big Bend is the Rio Grande at an elevation of 1,715 feet above sea level. The area of Big Bend is 1,252 square miles. The Rio Grande is 1,885 miles long. Big Bend is named after the Rio Grande's Big Bend in West Texas. There are more than 60 species of cacti at Big Bend. Big Bend is larger than Rhode Island. Big Bend has over 150 miles of hiking trails. It is the only U.S. national park that contains an entire mountain range. They are the Chisos Mountains. The highest recorded temperature there was 114 degrees Fahrenheit in 1982. The lowest recorded temperature was 10 degrees Fahrenheit in 1989. In conclusion, Big Bend is one of the most remote places in the continental U.S., but is also one of the most beautiful. It doesn't get a lot of visitors, but still thrives with plant and animal life.